You know, Madam President, every once in a while, it is probably a healthy thing for all of us to sit back for a moment and reflect on why we're here. What is the United States Senate supposed to be about? Why do we come to the Senate? Why did our founding fathers lay out a Constitution that had these branches of government, and in the branch of government that we reside in, we are called the legislative branch. So what is that about? I think what the founding fathers wanted us to do is to make our laws reflect the values and priorities of the American people. And the Paycheck Fairness Act is a simple step towards making our laws reflect two of the most important values we have in the United States of America. I guarantee you, if I walked up to any of my colleagues that intend to vote against this and said, "Do you believe in equality and justice?" they would say, "Of course we believe in equality and justice." Then why would you not support this legislation? Because it is just that simple. We are just trying to make the laws of this country reflect the American ideals of equality and justice. Well, they say, well, there are laws on the books. Well, here's the deal. You can't get justice if you don't have the facts. If the facts are a secret, a protected secret, then justice is always going to be elusive. Inequality is going to be something that we give lip service to, not something that we will truly enjoy in this country. So this is just a step to say to American businesses, let us understand why two people making the same job have two different levels of pay. Explain it to us. What is so evil about that? What is so evil about expecting a business to be able to explain why a man and a woman with the same experience, the same credentials, and the same work output are paid differently? If there is a good reason, then there's no litigation. There's no rush to the courthouse. But if there is not a good reason, that's where that justice comes in. That's where a woman has an opportunity to go into the hallowed halls of our courts, the envy of the world, I might add, to have a fair shot at justice. And the notion that someone could be fired for trying to get the facts about their own compensation. The notion that retaliation would somehow be embraced by my colleagues that don't intend to vote for this legislation. Now, I know they're trying to explain to the American people this has something to do with us having a love affair with America's trial lawyers. I have never heard more rubbish in my life. It's not the trial lawyers that we care about. It's the women. It's the single moms. It's the women that have this sinking feeling in the pit of their stomach that they're getting paid less, but they're helpless because they can't get at the information. And when they do, they have the entire burden of proof of showing that somehow they weren't inferior to their male colleague. There is no absolute possible reason that any of us would be trying to help lawyers with this. It's their clients, guys. It's the women of America. It is the women of America that want the laws to reflect our values of equality and justice. This is a simple step. It is nothing to be afraid of. Frankly, the only thing anyone who opposes this bill should be afraid of is the wrath of American women across this country that are sick and tired of being told it's none of their business what they're getting paid, it's none of their business what their colleague is getting paid, and by the way, I don't have to explain to you why you make less, even though your work output has been superior to your male colleagues. It's time, and it's just about our values.